What's going on, guys? Scott the Empower Building Fitness here, bringing you once again another squat, deadlift and bench workout. Once again kicking off with squats here, Sunday squat workout early in the morning, kicking off the first set here. So what this week actually called for on squats was 80% of my 1 rep max for one set of max rep 10. And max rep 10, what's that mean is you have to go as many reps as you can, but do not exceed 10 reps. So here what I have on the bar is 132.5 kilos, and that's 80% of my training max, which is 95% of my actual max, as I mentioned before. And here what you'll see is I actually did get all 10 reps, and this was kind of the first time I've done sort of heavy weight with my leg getting back from the injury and stuff like that. So it felt kind of weird, but I did get all 10 reps. It was quite a challenge, just fatiguing really more than anything. It wasn't the fact that it was heavy and I wasn't able to handle it. It was more the fact of just the amount of reps. I'm not conditioned enough for that many reps as normal. So from there, what the program called for me to do was I had to add 5 pounds, which is about 2.5 kilos, and perform 5 sets of 3 reps with only 60 seconds rest in between. So this was really tough, especially because you only had 60 seconds. So you have to do the 3 reps, and then as soon as you get off the squat bar, you have to press a timer, and then as soon as it hits 60 seconds, you have to get back under the bar and hit another set, and you have to do that for 5 sets of 3 reps. And it really was tough. And at the end of the squat session, I really did, I just fell on the ground, and I was just so tired after it, and especially because I had to do deadlifts after that. So what I did was I just recorded the max rep 10 obviously, and then I'm just throwing only 3 sets here, the squats. I'm not going to show you the full 5 sets, as it'll just take too much time. So squats, yeah, it went really well, and the form, as you can see here, was quite perfect, hitting depth on every single one of them. Not really any grinders, just a bit of effort had to be put in to get them up each time. So from there we're moving on to deadlifts, and what the program called for deadlifts today was I had to do 80% of my 1 rep max, of my training max, which once again is 95% of my 1 rep max, and that called for 3 sets of 8. And this went not as well as I would have liked it, because of it was my first time doing heavy squats in a while, and not even heavy squats, just the amount of volume I had to do, especially because my leg has been injured. I'm not used to doing that many amount of volume. I was actually quite fatigued, and as you can see here, my deadlift form isn't the best, and I was annoying a lot of people the weight I was dropping it in the gym. So it worked out to be 150 kilo I had to do for 3 sets of 8, and looking back on them, I don't even think some of the sets I hit 8 reps. I think the first one I might have hit second. I know the last set I think I did hit 8. But as you can see here, my spine isn't as neutral. I was liking it. I'm not really starting in a position of where I'm really tight to pull. As you can see, I'm actually quite loose on each pull, which is compromising my back and stuff like that. And by the end of just doing these deadlifts as well, my my left leg, which was injured, was so fatigued, it's not even funny. Today is Wednesday that I'm doing this commentary on, and I done squats today, and I can tell you now that my leg was still just really fatigued and sore, and the muscle was just really sore. I'm doing squats today, even though it's like 3 or 4 days later. And once again here you can see on the deadlifts, you can see how slightly rounded the back is, and I'm not really taking a pause in between. I'm just dropping down and then trying to pull again, which isn't really ideal, but I'll just put it back down to that I was really fatigued, I was really sore, and stuff like that on the deadlifts. And you know what, we'll just take it how it is. So from there we're going to move on to the the benching portion of the workout. So the benching called for it was, I believe, 75 to 80% of my 1 rep max, and this isn't off a training max. I done this off an actual 1 rep max. So I believe I just done 80%, which worked out to be 87.5 kilo, I believe, and I had to do this for 4 sets of 6 paused. So this was basically, I think, repeating the workout I done on the first week, which was 80 to 85%, and I just put it in the middle and done 90. So this is 2.5 kilo less, and I had to do 4 sets of 6, and these were actually quite challenging. Once again, for some reason, my bench form felt kind of off and felt kind of awkward. Looking back here in video, it looked a lot better than it did. But once again, I'm not used to doing the pauses, and because it was about, I think it's 6 days between this workout and my last bench workout, my chest was actually still quite fatigued from doing all the pauses on last one, and even though this was 2.5 kilo lighter and it was the same sets and reps, it was actually quite a challenge to get through all of these. So I put in all 4 clips of the bench, as you'll see now in a second. As you see there on the last one, I had to jerk up there a little bit, but you know, overall I'm happy that I got through the bench workout. My weight is going down slightly. I think I'm about 3.5 pounds down. I started at 187 pounds and I think I have to get down to 181 to hit my weight class. So it's only about a 6 pound jump, which shouldn't be too hard in the amount of time I have. I think I have 4.5 weeks now to get down about 3 pounds, which shouldn't be too hard at all. And it's just I'm most concerned that my bench will go down, but what the program's calling for, if I'm hitting it, even if it is hard, because it's not supposed to be fully easy, but if I still am hitting it, that's what I want to be doing with, so it isn't a big deal. So if I come in and I'm not actually hitting what the program calls for, that's when I'll actually start to worry. But yeah, so I think in competition as well, what I hit the 110 bench, I don't know if I'll be able to actually do much more than that in the competition. I'm thinking in my head now, especially if my weight is dropping, so I might aim between just to get a tiny bit over that 110, even if I can. I know that I'm not going to push near 120 what I was hoping for, especially because my weight is going down. So what you're going to see now in a second is actually just I used the band, because my brother gave me the band back because he had it for a week. He took it to college by mistake, and you'll see I went for 110. Normally I do this for about 4 reps, and I actually only got a single with this, and then I tried for a second one and I wasn't actually able to get it. And I think that's just because I'm not used to handling heavier weight, because it's been over a week, maybe 8, 9, 10 days until I've had this band. So I just want to say once again, guys, thanks very much for watching. Facebook and Instagram links are in the description, so please go follow me there. I post regularly on those, so please go follow me in both of those social media platforms. Like the Facebook page and follow me on Instagram. And thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye for now, guys.